If you have started running your vision and you give up at the middle of the vision or the journey, I think it's not good for you. I don't think it's good for you to give up at that particular point, because if you give up, I believe you've lost major three things. And if you look at those three things, it will still help you to recollect back and say, okay, let me still push on. Now, let me tell you what you have lost. First of all, you've lost effort. And again, you've lost time. And you've lost money, which is resources. So it's not good for you to give up on your vision. Now, when you feel like giving up, you can remember, you can hit your mind back to remember these three things I've just mentioned. Hit your mind back to check about the time you have spent so far running the vision. Maybe you've started the vision of your life to run it into a future, and along the line, certain things just happened and you just give up. Now, can't you consider the time you have spent so far running that vision? If you look at that time and think about it, it can have a way to make you to keep on running the vision. You will not give up. So at a point in time, if I want to give up on what I'm doing, I will sit down to think about it. What am I going to think? I will be thinking about the time I have spent so far. Look at the time and look at the energy I have spent and look at the resources that have gone out. So when you sit down to check these three things I've just mentioned now, it will have a way of making you to reason better, making you to see the need for you to continue the journey so that you get to the end of it. Put the picture of the end in your mind and see where you are going. Don't be deterred by what is happening currently or what you are facing through. Now, look at the time first. If you check back, you can see that you spent time. Let me tell you, it helps you to summon courage if you check these things I'm saying to continue. Now, the time I'm talking about is this. Time increases the age you are in. When you started when you are 22 or 23 years, and you've now clocked, let's say, 35, and you want to give up when the vision is still going to hit big for you at 40. Now you are trying to give up. Now check the years you've spent. From 23 to 30 years, you are talking of 7 years gone, and from there to 30 years to 40 years. Let's just say 10 years ago. Let's say 17 years gone. So are you going to give up after 17 years of running that particular vision to that level? I don't think it's wise. You need to summon courage and look, okay, you've lost time. You've lost time. You've really lost time. So time waits for nobody. So if you look at it, you can see that your age has multiplied. It has increased. So now you are 45. Are you going to start afresh to start running a new vision? Now you have run a vision from your 23 years down to 35 years, and you want to give up. It's not wise. You have to find strategies to push that one up. You have to link up with what is happening. You have to link up with tools and the ideas that are running now in this dispensation to move the vision forward. Don't give up. So you've lost time. When you check that time, you reason and say, okay, since I've lost a lot of time, maybe 20 years running this vision, and I just want to give up. Remember that your youthful season will end once you are 60 years, and that's it. The law of diminishing return will come upon your strength, and you will not be able to do the things you've been doing before. So check the time and look at it and say, okay, I will not waste more time. Let me keep on. Just find strategy that can help you to move the vision forward. Again, you see you've lost energy. Energy I'm talking about there is your strength. The strength there is that you have released much energy in that vision. Maybe you've spent 15 years running that vision with the whole of your energy focused on that vision, and you want to give up. Can you sit down to reason, okay, I've lost enough strength, I've given my strength to that. Let me push on the remaining strength to make sure it works. It can be a strategy. It can help you to come back. It can help you to come back. It can help you to come back. Now, you know that, let me just say, you've spent enough energy. Energy, there's no reserve energy for you. There's no reserve energy or strength for you. The scripture says that the glory of young men is their strength. So at the point of your youthful season, that is when your strength is glowing. That is when your strength is needed. That is when your strength is doing well. You are going to be having maximum productivity at that particular time. You are a youth. So that is why you see them doing things energetically, because the strength is there. So could you imagine that you spent your years from your 20 years doing a lot with your strength, giving it all it takes to make sure that your vision works. And at the end of it, at your 40 years, you are trying to give up. Look at the strength. Now, from that 40 years, 50 years, there's going to be strength, but it's not going to be as strong as that one that you've been using when you're from 20 to 40. So think about it. So if you're going to start a new fresh thing, your energy or has gone so far in a particular work which you could have used to do the one you want to start. So why not continue with the vision you're running? Look at the vision, see what the vision is trying to produce, and find a way to link up with what is happening now in this current dispensation to push your strength forward with it. Look at the tools that need to be used, not the old ones you are using. Look at the right things to do. Make some contacts and connections that can help to sharpen your ideas, ideology, or give you new perspective for things. Then you will see a new kind of fresh energy will come up from you. So you have little energy now to spend to do that. So your vision will not fail if you can see that. Then if you see that again, to look at maybe the third thing I'm just looking at is the resources you spend so far, the money you spend in pursuing that vision. You can see that maybe from that 20 years you've spent a lot of money, a lot of resources has been going into that vision, to make it work. But you see that you spend so much money from 20 years running a particular vision, and at 40 years, 45 years, you want to give up, then it means all the resources is gone. It has not produced any results for you. All you need to do is to stay put and keep putting more resources with new ideas, with greater things happening. So you can see that you will lose a lot if you give up at the point of getting close to end your youthful season. So what I'm trying to say or get to you is this: when you start a vision and you feel like giving up, I have a message for you. That message is that you should not give up. You should apply the strategy to help you to see if you can push it on. What is the strategy? Sit down to think about what you will lose, or what you will lose if you just give up that time. And I put forth three things I feel you will lose. You see, you will lose your time. Look at the times you have spent so far. You will lose your resources. Look at the money and the resources you've spent so far. You even lose your strength. Look at the strength that has been wasted. So if you sit down to think about this, have a very deep thought about what you will lose, what is remain before you in the future, then you think and say, okay, I won't give up. I won't give up. I won't give up because you need to move on. So if the vision is too clear, you have to move on and keep moving. So many young people are giving up to their vision, giving up their vision at the center of it all, and when they're about to hit it, when I was reading some stories, I read about a man who is digging in his land. It's a story, sir. He's digging a ground to find out something. He heard there is gold in that land, so he was digging the ground. He had dug that ground to certain meters deep down. Let's close. If we picture it from those of us who are reading the story, pictured they have a picture of it, and the gold is lying beneath and very close. If to say he will hit like a 4, 5, effort, he would get to the gold. But at that point, he got tired and he lost hope. He gave up, and he left that place and sold that land to a particular company. When the company came, just a little touch on the ground, they saw the gold. So they became rich. This is what was kept for that man. If to say the man didn't give up and he went forward to keep digging and give one or two bite or effort to get it done, he could have been a rich person. He could have gotten to that gold. This thing is happening to so many people. When you are running your vision and you are at the verge of, breaking through, some people give up. Maybe because of the challenge on the ground, maybe because of the way it's hitting on them, maybe because of some shortages or whatever, maybe some laws and restrictions. But remember that you have a vision. Remember that you are going to fulfill something. Remember that you are running into a future. So all you need to do is to keep on. Wake up. Just move forward. That's why I'm giving you this message. That's why I'm talking to you this way, because I know that many people are giving up. So you don't need to give up. Someone courage to think about these three lines. You know, the time you've wasted, the energy you've spent, and also the money you've spent. Then you can have a retrospect about that and now start thinking, maybe I have to move on. Look at the time remaining for you to realize your youthful strength. So let me move on and get a good result. I believe this can help you to hold on, not to give up. And as you hold on to keep trying, you'll get a result. Now, when you are waiting and you've not given up, what you need to do is just to sit down, think about what is happening now, think about what the trend uh, is moving on. Maybe you need to add more skills. Maybe you need to get a fresh idea. Maybe you need to link up some levels. You need to be maybe digitally sound. You need to get some few knowledge. That might be what is lacking. If you can do that, then I believe you make some headway. So I don't like people giving up. If you're a visionary, don't give up. That vision is for people, and they're going to benefit, and you also you're going to benefit. Stop looking at the present situation where you are, and look at where the picture is taking you to, and you'll make some progress.